India has now claimed the longest long-range surface-to-air kill, and they've got.
That's the official release.
That is the.
There's the proof.
India now officially holds the world record for the longest 315-kilometer surface-to-air kill in history.
Big,
India's
beautiful air-to-air
S-400
kill.
missile achieves record kill of an AWACS.
Yeah.
Allegedly
196 miles.
196. Is that nautical or statute?
I don't know, dude. I just did the Google translation. Tell me, as Mover would say, convert commie units to
Computer. Tell me to convert this to America.
right.
So the S-400 double-digit SAM from the Ruskies, they had gotten under a $5.4 billion deal, and obviously they had lost a couple aircraft prior to that in their own event, and then in May of 2025, they got their own kill, and they hit a HAVA, so a high-value asset, being the AWACS platform. And I have not seen any confirmation from the Pakistani side of losing an AWACS. Gonky, have you?
No, I mean, but that's a high value asset. That would probably be something they'd want to keep close.
Yeah. So basically, reports suggest this incident was part of a broader pattern of losses for the Pakistani Air Force in Operation Sindoor. Saab Erie 2000 while being engaged in Pakistani Air Force. Implications are that this thing can reach out and touch someone very far away. And there's actually an S-500 Prometheus, which has a range even farther, almost double. Well, two-thirds more, yes, a third more. But it reaffirms its capability for long-range air. Scroll up, Doug. I just want to all the way to top, all the way to top. All the way up. So this is Indian defense. I just use caution when using any sources from either side of this conflict, because both sides like to make claims and then there's subsequently very little evidence. Even the air-to-air kill, right? They claim 6 kills, Pakistani side. The Indian Air Force comes out and said, we lost aircraft, but won't say how many. So it confirms that they lost more than one, plural, but we don't know exactly how many. And then this claim, of a 314-kilometer shot to a high-value asset, we don't necessarily have third-party confirmation on any of this. And that's all I'm cautioning. I'm not saying I believe it or don't believe it. I just caution that. But Gonky, what do you think about this? If let's say it's true, 100%.
Yeah, if it's true, it's quite the ability to reach out and destroy a target like that.
Non-maneuvering. I mean, you're not talking.
Yeah, I mean, if it's true, I doubt the Saab drivers even knew that they were being targeted, right? But like you said, man, I don't have a dog in this fight, right? I want peace, worldwide peace, but you do have to temper your sources, and there's a lot of I don't know. You just have to watch where you get your news. I mean, it's pretty hotly contested between the two countries, so I mean, I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Casmo?
I don't know much to say.
I
don't know enough about it. I'm learning about it in real time, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, the implications being, you park a SAM like that next to a border, and now,
sure,
as soon as,
it makes me think. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole I can go on this one, but I think about anti-ISIS stuff in Syria when I was over there, and then the escalation of force when you start talking about engaging air defense systems, because it causes people to turn on the bigger systems, which causes you to start worrying about where your tankers are. And of course, once you start doing that, then it completely changed the paradigm of all your fighters and stuff. So yeah, obviously if this is real, then it's a big deal.
Well, this is one of the things we talked about with the Ukraine conflict with, the F-16s, we're like, hey, you get these jets and Russia parks a double-digit SAM. Well, we call them double-digit SAMs, but S-400, for example, you park that at the border, and now you're basically without seed. You are at the mercy of the SAM operator, which is why drones are prevalent, right? You need to use alternative tactics, and that may be the future. The drone warfare we saw in Ukraine may turn into destruction of enemy air defense tactics on the future battlefield.
Well, that's the thing that's always, as a not fighter guy, is fascinated me about the whole Ukraine thing from the get-go is how many times there's drone footage, even back when they were using like big drones, right? Like it wasn't all this dynamic little stuff, but it was like, here's this big lumbering drone watching an SA whatever get blowed up. And it's like, but shouldn't it see the thing? Like, I don't understand. Like, isn't that your whole purpose? And then how are these fighters having all these engagements and all these things are happening? Because it's a really confined area when you're talking about the distances the jets and missiles go. And it's like, how is this even happening? Because isn't the whole point of these missiles and radars to stop all that? So it's been very eye-opening for people like me that don't know anything about it to kind of watch, to see that it's not as foolproof as DCS would have you believe.
Well, alternatively, too, it may be like going back to the Indian shoot down. It could be a scenario which we've seen all too often where they trundled, right? They were in a protected area and loss of situational awareness, and they end up in a place that they shouldn't have been versus, which drives the lucky shot or the good shot, that they take, target of opportunity versus, this system was so badass that, they didn't plan for it. Sometimes human error can cause equipment to, most of the time that's how it works, right? It's not always no can defend like you're talking about. It's, we do something stupid and we end up in their engagement.
Well, and the other side of that coin, again, to go back to that sort of anecdote is it's not like these systems are on all the time, right? In this environment, you can't, because to leave it on, it's like having a flashlight on and just like, oh, where's he at? So same thing. There's got to be triggers and reasons to turn on the system, and so that's how some of this stuff happens. But